Hey everybody, it's Canoe again with a weekly update. Listen, thank you everybody for doing such a great job. I know we say that every time, we mean it every time. You all are working so hard, and it is important that we make sure that we're recognizing you. Just one quick touch. We are still very much in the middle of COVID-19, so make sure that you're being safe, make sure that you're following precautions. There is hand sanitizer, there are gloves, there are all kinds of things that are being made available to you. Make sure that if you need supplies that you're contacting your local office and getting in touch with them. If for some reason they don't have something, we'll get it for you. A couple of the things that we want to cover this week. Number one is going to be pay changes. For many of you, this is the first paycheck this week that you'll likely receive where you're going to notice your pay is different. For many of you, it will be that your pay is higher, right? Or is the same that it's been, and you're getting $10 an hour because you did all the level 4 training. Many of you, unfortunately, are still not complete with your training, or you jumped around in your training path and didn't finish any one level. And we have already adjusted your pay because that deadline did already end weeks ago, and after we extended it. And now it's really going to make an impact to your paycheck. So here's what you can do about it. The training is still available. If you're one of those folks that haven't finished what you needed to get done, your Relias account is still open. You are allowed to go in and complete that training. You've missed the window where it was paid training. However, obviously every hour that you work, you want to receive higher pay. So please go in, do that training. As a follow-up point to that, we'll put a link to this below, but there is a form in the employee area of our website where you can get that form, complete it, and then submit it into HR or your service supervisor to make sure that your pay changes get reflected. That is the way we'll keep up with your training being complete or not. The next thing is just a general benefit to your training itself. We've discussed it internally, and for those of you who did all of this training just now, it was a lot of hours, we know, and a lot of effort. One of the benefits of it is that if you have an annual anniversary that happens between July of this year and April or May of 2021, you will not need to do your annual, that retraining. For those of you that have been here for a while, we are still changing our policy with that, so you need to give us a week or two, but we're starting that process July 1, so hang tight. We hope to see that being an added benefit to you. There will still be some very slight training, but it's updates that the Medicaid program and licensure want to make sure that you have. Moving on from that, just speaking about being convenient to you, we're trying to make things as accessible to you as possible. As many of you know, we have a lot of apps, and I know that's really frustrating. We have lots of apps, everything from Paylocity, which helps you with your payroll. We've got the managed care, Medicaid ones with Blue Cross Blue Shield or SanData, HealthStar, all of those. Listen, they're all important. We'll put another link down below to get you to where you can download all those apps. We really want to highlight one, which is universal, which means every single caregiver, regardless of the kind of client that you're going to go visit, every single caregiver should be using every single day, which is the ClearCareGo app. The ClearCareGo app, just remember, is our central scheduling system, and in it you have the ability to basically not have to use paper anymore. You can do timesheets through there, you can clock in and out, you can do digital signatures, lots of advantages, and I would tell you, if you don't have any apps yet, start with this one. The ClearCareGo app is going to make the biggest difference in your life. You won't get those calls looking for your physical timesheet. You won't be out of compliance and all of those. The best thing is you can see your future schedules all by yourself, which is really nice when you're curious about what the next day, next week looks like. And the last piece of that, we mentioned the Paylocity app. That's another one I would certainly make sure that you download and use. The Paylocity app does everything from showing you your pay stub, gives you details about your employment, and you can make changes to your personnel file there when you need to. One of the needed personnel file changes we need from you is the signature on the arbitration agreement. You've got about a week to get that done. we really need to get that done for compliance. Everybody's personnel files need to be updated. So we would appreciate if you please log in, look at it, and there's two options for you to select. One is that you need more information, and the other one is that you're agreeing to it. We really need to make sure your personnel file is updated. Guys, with that, we really want to keep it short this week because you all have done a fantastic job, and there is a lot of changes that have already happened in the previous weeks. Luckily, we're finding a little bit of a lull of new things that you need to do, and there's a lot of work that's going on our side so that we can keep up with you. But once again, I want to reiterate, COVID-19 is still here. The pandemic is very much still going on. Please be safe. Obviously, when you or a client is limited from services, we're not able to do what our mission is, which is taking care of people. So thank you so much for all your hard work, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.